Job and Career Solution Insider Secrets on how information technology experts in Nigeria can land a good job. Hi. Thanks for stopping by. Across the globe, tough job markets is all we hear. Countries like Nigeria, the United States, the United Kingdom and other European countries. This makes it harder to find a job, as there are more people competing for less positions. The process to find a job in information technology, however, shouldn't change. Let's take a look at what this process is. Before you start looking for a job in information technology, it's important to do a few things. You need to work out what kind of job you want, which is based on several things, such as what you're good at and what you're qualified to do. You should also consider what you like doing as well. There's no point getting a job you don't like. It's a good idea to consider these options before you start your job search, when you're learning how to get a job in IT, so you know what to look for and what can be eliminated. Finding the job. The next step on how to get a job in information technology is actually finding the job. There are many ways to find a job in information technology. Some of the more common methods include speaking to former colleagues. They often know of other jobs that are going and can be a helpful way of getting a job you're after. Job websites. These websites collect job advertisements and allow users to apply for jobs for many companies. Recruitment agencies. These companies match employees with employers based on skills and desires, which takes a lot of the work out of your job search. Using a combination of methods, including the methods above and any other methods, is a great way to get exposure to more job ads and increase your chances of getting a job in information technology. Resumes and CVs. Preparing a resume or CV is a major part of getting a job in the information technology industry. Depending on the country you come from, you may need to prepare a resume, the CV, or the two terms may be used interchangeably. You may already have a resume, which may be up to date or a little old. You might not have a resume, especially if you're a new graduate. Either situation is fine. The next step to getting a job is to create or update your resume to get it to a standard that will get you a job. The purpose of a resume is to get you an interview with a company. It includes job history, skills, and contact information, and if the resume performs its job well, it should get you an interview. There are many things to consider when preparing a resume, including things you should do and things you shouldn't do. Have clear contact information. Don't make it any longer than 3 pages. Include your achievements rather than beauties under the employment history section. Use a professional email address. Social media. Social media is a relatively new area of the job searching process. The term defines websites and technologies that have a social component to them. Some of the major ones are Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn. They can all be used to your advantage when working out how to get a job in IT. Setting up a profile on these sites is usually pretty quick, and each of them have their own benefits. They can provide a way for potential employers to find out more about you. They can also open up more possibilities of job advertisements. However, you need to be aware of the privacy settings. If it's on the internet, there's a good chance it can be found by someone, so you need to be careful what you broadcast. Getting and having job interviews. Job interviews are a chance for the employer to find out more about a candidate, whether they are suitable for a role and how their communication skills are. It also provides candidates with a way to find out if they like the company, to promote themselves even more, and ask any further questions. The job interview is a major part of the job hunting process, and if you want to know how to get a job in information technology, it helps to learn some of the skills and techniques required. It might seem easy, you just show up, answer some questions, and leave. However, if you want to actually give a good impression and have the best chance of getting a job, It helps to know about the process and learn some tips and techniques for this stage. Salary and the job offer. After you've passed the job interview, you'll receive the job offer from the employer. This will either be a verbal or written offer to start, and will usually then involve an employment contract. There is often room to negotiate certain areas of the offer, such as salary, hours, bonuses and many other components. Don't be afraid to negotiate a better deal for yourself. This may vary depending on your circumstances, but it's worth trying. We would recommend doing some research into similar positions before negotiating. It's good to know what similar roles are paying and what they are like, so you can be better informed when going into a negotiation. Try to keep it friendly. You are both interested in the job offer, so it shouldn't get messy or personal.